welcome back to another episode of the Stupidest Podcast. This is your host, Justin Vandeventer, and with me is the bald, the beautiful, the bearded, my other host.
Wait a second. You're actually giving me acknowledgement as a host?
You're a host now, baby.
Wow. I'm Justin Rademacher.
Dude, how we doing? It's been a fun night so far.
Yeah, it's been really good. We must be really getting along if you're giving me the host position.
Yeah, we're getting along, you know.
You're buying me dinner.
It was a good dinner.
It was a very good dinner. Dude, you bought me some Texas Roadhouse tonight.
Oh, that was delicious.
That was so good. Thank you very much for that. I got a prime rib.
I got a porterhouse.
Ooh, I had some mashed potatoes on the side. I had some... What else did I have? Oh, I had mac and cheese.
I had fries and mashed potatoes.
Dude, it was so
a good meal.
I did not eat all of it. I brought some of it home for lunch tomorrow.
We had a great server. We're going to talk about him later.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Dude, that was very good service.
Yeah.
That was top notch. And what have you been up to?
Since the last time we talked, not much, man. Bowled a couple of times, and I am not bowling very good this year.
Oh, that's not
bad.
good.
I mean, not bad, but for what I have to, like...
Compared to what you're used to.
Yeah, compared to what I'm used to, I'm not anywhere near where I should be. But I am still one of the, I think, if not the top bowler in my leagues.
Oh, that's good.
At least top 3.
Dang.
But
Well,
scores are way down.
Oh, for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it just a tough...
Like, Larry from Big Lake.
Yep.
Dude, he's got almost 60 pins of handicap.
Wow.
And he's normally like a 220 average bowler.
Yeah. Is it just like the oil patterns this year or what?
It's really dry in the house right now. Ball is hooking off the lane.
Wow. I know I would have a problem with that too then if that's the case. I would much rather have there be too much oil than not enough.
Dude, my spare ball going for the 7-pin was hooking off of.
Wow, as a lefty, that's important not to do.
I threw my spare ball for a strike ball one time because I was just getting so angry.
Yeah.
It hooked 12 boards.
Wow. That's insane.
And I don't have I don't have a ton of revs. I don't have a big hand, and it was hooking a ton.
That's insane.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. They should change that oil pattern.
Other than that, not much has been going on, man. Work, and more work.
Yeah.
Getting ready for fall cleanups. Gracie's in swim lessons.
Yeah, she's swimming pretty good.
Dude, she's becoming a fish.
Nice.
Dude, at the end of every lesson, they throw a bucket full of dive rings down.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a bucket full of fish at her. So
like a dolphin.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to watch her just dive under the water and come up with just like both arms full of rings. And she's like, I got more than everybody, Dad. Did you see? I go, yeah, I saw, but you need to leave something for some other kid.
At least she's trying, though. That's the key.
Dude, and the cool thing is like maybe 6 months ago, she wouldn't even go underwater.
Wow.
Now, yeah, so.
Well, that's quite the accomplishment then if she's trying to...
Leaps and bounds.
Yeah, she's trying to be top dog in the water.
Yeah, she's getting good.
Sounds pretty interesting.
So.
She could probably get more rings than I could.
It's so funny to watch her, too. Because she's so little, you know?
Yeah.
And so light. Like, when she goes to dive down, she, like, really throws her body into getting it down. She's like, when it gets into the deep water, Dad, it's tough. I just can't quite flip my body down.
That's awesome.
So, it's good.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, not much. How about you?
Well, I'm starting to get rid of that Lyme's disease stuff. I'm still not 100% yet, but
you look a lot better.
I'm feeling better. I have been able to actually do some stuff. So, I mean, I'm starting to feel a little accomplished. I've been able to play a little bit of disc golf, which is nice. Getting up and around, which is also nice. I've been able to work a little bit of Cedar Crest. I haven't been able to do that for a while. Do a little bit of ice cream and frozen pizza. Yeah, just going outside. I recently had a date, which was kind of nice.
Yeah,
that was a really great time. We had a had Victoria come up, and she came up and we did a lot of stuff. I showed her around the house and the yard at first. Then we went for a hike at Jay Cook Park, which was really nice. What did we do after that? We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, had some wings. I'm actually going to be talking about that experience coming up here later on in the podcast as well. Then we went to the Quarry, which is a disc golf place, but they also have hiking and you can climb, and people bring their dogs and all sorts of stuff there. It's an amazing site in Duluth. If you've never heard of it, it's the Quarry. It's just a really beautiful place to go hiking. After that, we went to Walmart and we got some stuff to make some homemade pizzas. Not frozen pizzas, sorry. Homemade pizzas. We got some naan bread, Naan. That was delicious. And then we also made some English muffin pizzas. We played some Mario Kart on the Switch. Then we made the pizzas. Then we played Farkle. Then we went downstairs and we played Mario Kart on the GameCube. Played Shrek on the GameCube. Like, we did so much stuff. Like, and then we ended up just hanging out and talking till about 3 a.m, which is kind of nice. So it was a really great day. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah. So shout out to her. She's actually listening right now. She's one of the only.
Hello.
I know. She's like one of the only few people that I know that has listened to every single episode of the Stupidest Podcast.
I know a lot of people that have. Like I said, I think Steve.
Yep.
What's going on, Steve? Getting a little shout out. There's a few others. Ricky.
Yeah, you told me Ricky, and he's coming up.
Yep.
Actually, no,
he'll be already on.
Yep, he'll already have been on.
I think, hopefully. Should.
Yeah. If not,
Yep.
This is the Stupidest Podcast, and we can say what we want.
Right. A few others. I mean, there's a bunch of others that have heard every episode. And for you guys, we appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. I mean, that's a lot. That's a dedication right there.
Right.
It's a lot of time. Each one of these episodes is roughly 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we're getting up there in numbers now. So.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of episodes. I was just talking about that. This is what this will probably be episode 19.
Probably, yeah. Yep.
That's crazy that we're already up to that many.
Yeah, and then times that by 2, whatever that number equals. I think it's like 1,200 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you think about hour-wise.
Hour-wise, we got a lot.
And then minute-wise, it's probably like half a million.
It seems like just yesterday, though, we were trying to figure out how we were going to do all this.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're still, like,
in the
learning.
building process.
Well, yeah, because we're still learning. We're still talking about how we can make it better and what we're going to do to add on to it.
And
all
more
that stuff.
equipment and this and that. And getting a studio.
Yep. Switching it up and just getting guests and tweaking the...
Well, look what we learned tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We learned a new set of skills that we're going to be able to use.
Yeah, we can make phone calls now.
Yeah, we're going to be able to call anybody in the whole world that has a phone. It's going to be awesome. We just expanded our guest list by, I don't even know how many.
Billions.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yep.
So awesome.
As long as we know them.
Yeah.
Or can contact them in some sort of fashion.
I don't need to know you. As long as you have something cool to talk about.
Yeah, I'll talk to anybody.
Right? It's going to be so much fun.
I think we should get one of the people that have listened to all of the episodes, or maybe a couple of them, and just have them on and see what they think.
Yeah.
I want
to talk to them about our podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a cool topic hour.
Maybe I got a better idea.
What's your
What we should do is we'll get an episode where we figure out, like, you find out who and I'll find out who, and we'll just randomly call them.
We could do that.
And then just talk to each one for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, just get a handful of people that have listened and get their perspective, see what they would want to tweak and what they want to hear. And that way, instead of having to look to see if we have comments anywhere, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not looking for that stuff. So I'm sorry if you do. I would love to read it, but you got to get it to me.
Yeah. I look more than you do.
Oh, for sure.
And I've seen a couple here and there, and I try to reply. But if you are commenting, I'm sorry if I haven't replied. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, and if anybody's doing this in October on any platform, and they're messaging me personally on that platform, I most likely will not be able to get to you because it is Sober October, and I have added that to my list. Social media, I am not able to do this month. So, unless it's like adding videos for the Stupidest Podcast. You know, there's some stuff I have to do yet on social media, but.
Boom. Yeah, you're, I didn't take social media off. It's just, I'm on it too. I got too much to do with this. I pushed so much of this on there.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I actually didn't get rid of all of it this year. I am still doing Reddit for those of you that count Reddit as social media. I've been doing Snapchat. I haven't really been doing Snapchat stories, but I've been doing Snapchats every now and then. But yeah.
Yeah. So, shall we get into this?
Sure.
Because it's going to be a late night.
Yeah, we're starting this a little bit later than we usually would.
It's 11 o'clock at night already.
Yep, on a Thursday. We both got to work tomorrow.
I gotta go. I still got to drive.
Yeah, you got to drive in the morning.
Yeah. 2 hours? 3? 2.5? Something, I don't know. Whatever.
I got to walk up the stairs and turn on the computer.
You lucky son of a...
Oh, yeah. I'm going to start off with, have you ever gotten a professional massage?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay.
With our old boss, Kevin.
Oh, okay. You went with him, or did he give you the professional massage?
No, I went with him. It was what we called a mandate.
Oh, nice.
We went and played mini golf, and I think we caught a movie or something. And we did a bunch of things together, and then we were at Mall of America.
Oh, was all of this at Mall of America?
A lot of it, yeah.
Okay.
And then we went by this massage parlor, and I was like, hey, let's get a massage. He's like, there's nothing but dudes in there. I go, we're going to get man massages. I said, hey, the man's going to get in there a little deeper. You know.
Yep.
I said, let's do it. So we went and got man massages.
Nice.
Professional man massages. And the funny part was I went in first, and I got mine. And it was great. Oh, I loved every minute of it. I could have stayed in there. But then I saw him go in, because I was already done by the time it was his turn, because everybody else was busy or whatever. Mm. And some old man, like he was probably 60s, maybe 70. And he's leading Kevin to the bed where you put your face into the hole. You know?
Oh, yeah, yep.
And he lays Kevin down, and then I see it, but Kevin didn't see it. The old guy was just kind of like the front desk guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he thought that he was
getting a massage from the old guy.
That's awesome.
And some big football dude, look at like big freaking muscular dude gets in there and just starts going to town on Kevin. And Kevin gets done, and he looks up, and he's like, "Oh, that was great." And then all of a sudden he sees the football guy, and his kind of snaps. He's like, "What the heck? What happened? You?"
Did you you unage?
Yeah, right. Like, he was so confused. And he's like, he gets back. He goes, "What happened?" And I go, "They played the switcheroo on you."
That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be kind of not like if you're not expecting something like that.
It was so funny. It was hilarious. Just his look on his face of shock. Like, what else did you guys do?
What'd you do behind my back?
Yeah. So yeah, that was a. I mean, I've went a couple other times, but that's one of the memorable ones.
Okay.
So how about you?
Well, I've only gone one time, and it was very recently. It was actually since the last time we recorded. I was going to throw that in, but I wanted to throw it in as a question instead.
Nice.
But because of all the Lyme's disease stuff that I've been going through.
You're just doing anything and everything that you could to
exactly.
try to get that back feeling good?
Yeah, my back was just killing me. My neck, my back, my shoulders. And so I was trying to do something, and I went to a professional massage place in Duluth, and they did a really good job. It was called, Infinity Massage is what it was called, and they did a wonderful job. I definitely recommend anybody in the Duluth area if you're looking for a massage. They did a wonderful job. I got an hour-long massage, and it made me feel a lot better afterwards. I mean, I wasn't 100%, and I actually kind of felt a little bit like of pain during the massage, you know? But I mean, it wasn't terrible. But then it made me feel really good afterwards because then I was just able to relax, and I just drove home and slept really well afterwards because my back was not in as much pain.
Nice.
Probably helped that I also had the antibiotics at that point, and some of them were starting to kick in and all that. But no, it was good.
Good.
Definitely recommend it. I might go get another professional massage, but they are a little expensive. Mine was $90, and plus, I mean, I did a $20 tip. I don't know exactly if that's traditional or not, but she did a good job, so I felt like she deserved it. So that's what I did.
Sick.
Yeah.
They're so nice. You feel so relaxed afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, there's times where it hurts.
Yeah, like it hurt a little bit once she was close to the spine. Like once she got on top of that, like I thought it was an elbow. I couldn't tell because my face was down in that pillow thing. But like it felt like an elbow that went into it, and I just had a zing of pain. But I didn't do anything about it. I was just trying to stay calm, and because I knew she knew what she was doing. I already had told her the situation, so like she was watching out for that. And so I mean, felt good after. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, but as soon as that, like, the painful massages are the ones that are the best, though. Because then you get done and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that tension's just gone.
Yep. So, how was the happy ending?
I didn't get one.
Oh.
But, yeah, I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
How was your happy ending with one with Kevin? Yeah.
I knew that was coming as soon as I said it. As soon as I said it, I'm like, I opened the door for this one. Put it right up on the tee.
I had to hit it.
So, I didn't get one either.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Have you ever slept talk? Like talked in your sleep or slept walk?
I have not ever. I've never like been a sleepwalker, but I have been told that I'm a sleep talker. One instant that I remember the most was I was with my old roommate Merk, and we were sitting there just having a conversation. I'm dead asleep, and we're having a full blown conversation, and I woke up halfway during the conversation, and so he's asking me a question, and all of a sudden I wake up and I'm just like, huh? Like I had no idea where I was, what was going on. And Merk's like, what was that all about? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, what's up? He's like, dude, we were just having a conversation. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I was sleeping. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, so apparently I do that.
Nice.
Every now and then. I don't think it's like every night, but
it happens occasionally.
It happens occasionally. I just recently found out that I'm a snorer. I think we talked about that earlier.
Oh, dude, I could have told you that a long time ago.
I know. I didn't realize that though. Nobody told me. You should have let me know.
I'm glad I don't.
It's not terrible though, right?
You're as bad as me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not
yeah.
true. Yeah, right. That's not how it is.
Whatever.
How about you? Do you sleepwalk or sleep talk?
I know I sleep talk still. I haven't slept walk for a while, but I used to all the time.
Okay.
When I was younger, when I was like elementary school age, I remember walking one time down the flight of stairs, out the back door, and I crawled in the back seat. We had a high top van that had like a bed. You know, the back seat lays down into a bed. Mm-hmm. I laid that down into a bed, and I fell asleep in the van.
Oh, I think I do remember you saying that.
And then I sleep talk all the time. I remember Mom telling me one time when I was like 8 or 9 or whatever. She comes in the room and she saw me like drawing with my finger on the pillow. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Drawing smiley faces. Leave me alone. You messed me up." And I like wiped the pillow. I'm like, "You messed me up again."
And you were sleeping the whole time.
I was dead asleep. She goes, "Do you remember drawing smiley faces on your pillow last night?" I go, "What are you talking about?"
Wow.
And I go, "That definitely didn't happen." She goes, "It definitely did."
Yeah, I've never been a sleep drawer.
Yeah. And then this happened. The most recent sleepwalking was probably maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
After my grandpa passed away. We were at my grandma's house, and we were staying the night there, and then I started walking around the house. And my mom caught me again, obviously. And she goes, "What are you doing?" I go, and I don't remember this. I had to hold a complete conversation. I go, "I don't know. I'm just following Grandpa." She goes, "What?" I go, "Oh, he's leading me somewhere."
And just didn't know where.
I don't know where I walked. I don't remember any of it. I don't remember walking around that. She goes, "You walked around the house for like 5-10 minutes."
Wow.
And then I crawled back into bed.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never had any movement outside of the bed. I've been known to like toss and turn and...
Have you ever had that feeling like you're floating above your bed, and then you wake up and it feels like you...
Yep.
Really?
I've had that every now and then.
Yeah. That's kind of freaky.
Or like when you're falling and you're, like...
Yeah.
Yep. I've had that.
Dude, I've had that while I've been awake.
Yep.
Like daydreaming.
Yeah. Or like I've been like... It's not necessarily dodgeball, but like every time I think of this dream that I had where I was playing dodgeball and the ball hit me in the face and like I just jumped awake because like I thought I just had been hit in the face with a dodgeball, and obviously I hadn't, and I'm laying down, so I was...
Have you ever had a dream where like you got cut and then you look at your arm and you actually got a mark?
No, I haven't had that.
That's happened to me once or twice, but I had a buddy that it happened to really bad. Like he had looked like claw marks.
Wow.
It had to be self-inflicted as well.
Yeah, do you think like he scratched himself and then...
Must have, but man, he goes, it happened to him a couple of times, and I don't know, it's pretty freaky.
Yeah, that is freaky.
So,
No, I mean, the closest to that is like I've had these on occasion, but I just recently had a dream where I really had to pee in real life, and so I was having a dream, and I couldn't find a bathroom, and so I was trying to go to the bathroom, but I just couldn't get there, so I just found these containers just laying around, like in the room that I was in, and so I would just fill up the containers. And then I like ended up dumping them in the bathroom or something. I don't remember exactly what happened with them, but I like just kept filling up all of these random containers. And then I felt good for a little while, but then I had to pee again, so I had to fill up more containers. It was weird. And I didn't wake up until like after a little while, so I like had this dream for a little while. And then finally I woke up and actually went to the bathroom. But yeah, that was an interesting little dream that I had recently.
Wow.
But
all right, what's your next question?
all right. So Skittles, apparently, this is new to me, but I'm figuring this out. I haven't really looked at everything online, but the green flavor Skittles used to be lime, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I remember, Mass.
Yep. And now it's green apple.
I've never heard of that.
So there is a controversy online, and I want you to answer that question. So green flavored Skittles, do you think it should be lime or green apple?
Lime. It's always been lime for me. I haven't had Skittles in years, though, so we got to stick with the lime. Lime was delicious.
Dude, I've had Skittles a lot more recently, and I'm digging the green apple.
Really?
Oh yeah, especially because I've been getting a lot of those Skittles drink packets that you like dump in your water and they're sugar free.
Oh.
They are so delicious. And the green apple one is amazing.
I do like green apple.
And I would much rather have the green apple flavored drink than a lime flavored drink.
How about going 50-50? Maybe we get 2 different shades of green.
Maybe. I do like lime.
Maybe they do like a light green for the lime and a dark green for green apple.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. As a kid, I was like, for lemon and lime, I leaned way towards lemon than I would lime, which is, I guess, a little bit ironic now that I have Lyme's disease. That's not a good joke, is it? Anyways, I was definitely more of a lemon guy, and I loved green apple. So like I said, I'm going to lean towards the green apple side of that argument just because of the flavor aspect, not because of like what it used to be. But I would love to get my hands on a bag of those Skittles that had lime flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they were even teasing people about the lime, and they were going to like do an entire package of just the lime flavored Skittles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But apparently that was just a lie. They didn't do that. Maybe they will, but they haven't yet.
So are the green apple now, is that in the original like red pack?
Yeah, yep. That's the original red pack flavor.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's just the regular green now. I don't know when this change happened. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of research before asking the question.
It had to be pretty recent because I don't remember ever tasting a green apple, and I haven't had them for a while.
I like candy, so I actually have a 3-pound tub of Skittles upstairs, like 3/4 of the way full because it's Sober October and I can't have candy right now. So I'm just dying to get back into them.
Stock it up.
Oh, yeah. No, I got a lot of stuff that I cannot have right now that I just am waiting to have.
Dude, at work, my boss keeps buying candy. He's like, take some candy. I'm like, can't have sugar this month.
Yep.
I did cheat. I had a pop tonight.
Yeah, I saw that, but I wasn't going to say nothing.
I needed it. I needed some kind of caffeine or something. Yeah. It's so late tonight.
Well, yeah, it's already...
We had to get this in.
Yeah, it's already late, and we still have a good hour and a half at least.
Yeah, I think this was going to be a bigger episode.
Yep.
I have a feeling. Because we're vibing so good tonight.
I know.
It's been a good night. All right, how do you like your steak cooked?
Well, I like it exactly how I had it tonight. Medium rare.
That's the only way to have it.
I love it because there's still just... It's got a little bit of that juice to it. It's not too dry. It's not too wet. It's just... I don't know. It's just perfect for me.
Okay, so I'm a medium rare guy too. Completely. I got to have that pink in there.
Yep. Oh, of course you are, because we're vibing tonight, so everything's probably going to be the same.
Right? Can you go rare?
I feel like I've gone rare with prime rib before, but I don't think I've ever gone rare with other steaks. That is a little bit too much for me.
I don't like it when it's cold.
Still. I definitely want it to be warm in the middle. It's got to be a warm steak. I'm not going to eat a cold steak. And if that's the case, I'd rather just not eat it. Or just recook it.
Okay, now stop me when you can't go the other way. Medium?
I can eat medium.
Okay. Medium well?
If there's no other option, I'll eat medium well because, I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of juice to it, which is the tough part because I like a little bit of that.
Okay, well.
I can't do that.
I can't do well done either.
Yeah.
If it's charred, there's even a little, like the charred edges. I think that's one of the worst tasting things in the world.
I don't know if I'd say they're one of the worst tasting.
Charred steak is so bad.
Dang, gagging over there even.
Dude, it's terrible.
I could eat it. I have eaten it in the past. It's like eating
a piece of chalk.
Yeah, I have eaten it in the past because you're making steaks at home or whatever, and you
fuck up,
and you mess up, and all of a sudden it's well, I guess this is dinner. And so you eat it. I've eaten hockey pucks, so not real hockey pucks, but steak that was the consistency of a hockey puck.
Can't remember the last time I fucked up a steak that bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would happen like when
I cook steak though, I focus to a T when I'm cooking a steak.
No, it would happen like when it was me and my stepdad, like he was cooking and we're playing games, playing basketball or
and you just forget about
throwing bags, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, steaks. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, when I'm cooking a steak, can't do anything. Focusing on the steak right now.
Dude, I've been with you when you're doing that. Even if it's in the air fryer or however you're cooking it, you are focused on that steak because you want it to come out perfect.
Yeah, I gotta have a good steak. And the air fryer, forgot about that.
Yep.
For those of you, if you have an air fryer, it was really good out of the air fryer.
It was very good.
I started cooking them through the air fryer a couple of times, and it holds the juice so much more.
Yeah. Well, whatever you did that night, it was to perfection. You had the seasoning down right. It was perfectly cooked, and it was just, that was really good.
Yeah. All right.
But, all right. Have you ever fallen asleep in a place that you shouldn't have?
I feel like I've told this story before on here, but I'm going to tell it again because it answers this question. And I fell asleep in church.
Oh, yep.
When I was little, I was on the armrest, and I'd put my my elbow on the armrest and my hand underneath my chin, and then my head would pop off the old arm, and then I'd wake up, and I slept through almost the whole whole service, and up probably 4 or 5 years ago, no, probably a little longer than that now, but the old guy that was sitting behind me, he goes, "You probably don't know who I went up to church." And this old guy, "You probably don't remember me, but it was Christmas service, and you were sitting in front of me as a little kid, and you kept popping off your arm, falling asleep." He goes, "And I never forgot it." And I go, "This guy must have freaking watched me for years because I've never talked to him, and this is like 20 years later."
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I've told that story on here before.
Nah.
But for those of you who haven't heard it, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I've fallen asleep one time when I was a kid. I don't know if I told this story on the show or not, but I fell asleep in the bathtub when I was a kid, and
Scary.
It was scary. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't scary for me. I thought I was in control. Obviously, you're never really in control when you're sleeping. Mm-hmm. But so I locked the door because I was a kid, so I locked the door because I didn't want my mom seeing my little pee-pee, and so I'm trying to hide that apparently. So I lock the door, and then I fall asleep, and she's knocking on the door trying to get my attention, and I'm not answering because I'm asleep, and so she's freaking out trying to get in, thinking I'm dead, and I'm just sitting there just sleeping away. Just I don't know. I
never fell underwater.
I never fell underwater. No. She ended up. I think I woke up. I think she got my attention. I woke up and opened the door, and I was like, "I'm fine."
Just relaxing in here.
Yeah,
thanks.
just relaxing. And she's like, "No, you were sleeping." I'm like, "Oh, maybe I was, but I'm fine."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that I have definitely fallen asleep places that I shouldn't have. Otherwise, like movie theaters, definitely done that once or twice. I feel like you shouldn't do that because you're paying for the nap at that point.
Yeah, sometimes
it's worth it though.
I was so happy when you fell asleep during the movie.
Yeah, I know,
because I've done it so many times.
You did it so many times to me, and then all of a sudden you got one on me, and I just.
Oh, I was so happy, that you don't know the joy of rush that came through my body when you were, because you were snoring a little bit too. I'm like, I got him.
I know.
I finally got him.
See, I was only snoring a little bit. You even said it. But,
so.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep other places, I fell asleep one time when wasn't feeling great, and I fell asleep in the car, and it just kind of threw up on myself.
Oh.
Without realizing
no.
while I was sleeping.
Oh.
So yeah, I had a little throw up on my shirt when I
Yuck.
woke up, and my mom was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Well, I got sick." Wasn't a lot, I don't think. Just enough to notice.
All right. What is a deal breaker for you when you're dating? Like, what is something somebody could do that you'd be like, no, this isn't gonna work?
Well, I don't feel like I have a whole lot of deal breakers that I can think of on like right now. I know you asked me that, and I had nothing that came to mind. The first thing that I can think of is if she's married. I probably won't want to date her.
That's a good one. I never even gave that a thought.
If she's married, I don't know if I want to date her.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
If she's a 49ers or Seahawks fan, I don't want to date her.
Really?
Yep. I'm a Rams fan, and they are the enemy. I mean, if they're a Cardinals fan, kind of the same thing, but...
So you would really not date her?
Oh, man, I'd have to like her a lot. I don't know. I'd have to like her a lot to date her if she's a 49er or Seahawks fan. I mean, I don't know.
I can't.
I could date her, but...
I'm going to be brutally honest.
What?
On some of the dating profiles or whatever, if I see her wearing a Packers jersey, I'm like, yeah,
I know.
This might not work out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't think it's going to be like a deal breaker, but it's tough because I'm not a fan of those two teams, and they just get under my skin, you know? I can't necessarily say why. It's always been that way since I was like 10 years old. I've been a Rams fan, so yeah. Otherwise, like other deal breakers, like I'm not much of a smoker. So, I mean, maybe it's not a deal breaker. I've dated smokers before, but I mean, it's not something that I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah, I can't. And I was a smoker.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still have a cigar or a pipe, but
yeah. And I'll smoke every now and then, like
right.
like socially. Like I'll have like one of those Black and Milds. I like the wood tip Black and Milds. I'll go outside with Josh or Matt or who's ever around. If they're wanting to go out and smoke, I'll smoke one of those. Like James loves them. He's the one that got me into them. It's the Black and Milds, like the little like half cigar, half cigarette type thing.
Yep.
But
yeah, those are so good.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna like do it all the time. And those I feel like those have flavors to it, so it's like not the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So but like I said, I've dated smokers, so I'm not opposed to it. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's not something that I'm not huge with.
Yeah. For me, if we're just starting to date, like it's one of our first or second dates, and you're constantly on your phone.
Oh yeah.
That
would get me.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker. If you're on the phone more than we are actually talking.
Yeah, you need to be present.
Yep.
You need to be like in the conversation, in the moment.
Yeah, and then bad hygiene.
Oh yeah.
That's a big deal breaker. If I kiss you and I taste nothing but yuck, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see ya, I'm out.
Yeah. No, I like good hygiene as well. That's definitely a turn on.
I can't deal with somebody that's going to sleep all day either.
What do you mean?
Like if you're going to sleep till noon.
So we can't date?
No.
Dang it.
Yeah, but you'll wake up early. Like if I'm around and I'm up.
Well, I'm starting to get used to that. I have to be up now by like 6:40, 7 o'clock.
If it's a everyday thing where you're sleeping till noon.
Yeah.
1 o'clock. Even 11. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, let's go do something.
You just wasted half the day.
Yep.
Like I get it every once in a while if you're super tired because I'll sleep in occasionally too, and by sleeping in for me that's like 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, for sure.
But Yeah. If I ever sleep until 10, you better check on me. But probably need to go to the doctor or the hospital because I'm probably sick.
Nah. It's been a little while since I've slept in till noon. Like, it's been
I
a
don't
long time since I've slept in till noon. But I've slept in till like 10, like on occasion, like nowadays. But that's usually my limit now, is 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm starting to get used to the 9 to 5. Oh, technically it's 8 to 5 at this job. And I'm starting to get used to that schedule now, where I'm not having to worry about like the late nights at the casino. So my schedule's changing. And like I said, I'm actually thinking about changing it up a little bit more, but I'm going to talk about that later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I used to do it when I was younger. I used to burn the candle at both ends of the stick horribly.
Yeah. Like working at the bowling alley, I remember those days.
I was talking to Trav about that when we used to do Moonlight.
Yep. Yeah, we would work until
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then
go party afterwards.
And then have to be at work at like 7.
Yeah. And then after partying, we went to Perkins a couple of times or out to eat or got breakfast or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe got an hour of sleep, maybe, and then went to work.
Yep, I remember those nights. And then the next week, like during the week, I had school. I still had to work the bowling alley. I had to go work the Twins games every now and then. I remember those days.
Yeah.
That was some long days. Fun days, though, sometimes.
Oh, dude, some of them were a blast.
Yeah, I loved those Moonlight call-in nights.
Yeah, some of those were fun. So.
But. Sweet, is it my turn?
I believe so.
What's the weirdest thing that you've used as a pillow? If you want, I can go first.
A rock.
You've used a rock as a pillow?
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty weird.
We were partying and camping, and I got real tired next to the fire.
Interesting.
I grabbed a big old boulder. And
did you use it like an all-night pillow, or just for like a temporary?
I slept on it half the night, and then woke up and I was like, oh, my neck is stiffer and stiff.
Yeah.
I went to my tent.
Yeah, that's about as firm a pillow as you can get. So
yeah, but I slept on it for probably a good 4 hours.
Wow, more than I'd last. I couldn't use a rock as a pillow for that long.
It was like the perfect height, though. It wasn't even like a rock, and I think I had a hat on, so I just kind of leaned up on my hat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've used like seat belts and stuff, but I think the weirdest.
Seat belts are the worst.
I hate it. Nope, I don't.
They work, but
yeah, nope, don't use it all the time. No, the weirdest thing that I've used for a long period of time. I don't know if I ever told you this or not, but in college, I love pillows, all sorts of pillows. I just love big, fluffy pillows. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter, like, the firmness. Like, sometimes, like, if it's less firm, I'll just double it up, But I used a dog bed as a pillow for a year in college.
A dog bed?
I used a dog bed as a pillow.
Yeah, but that's like a giant pillow anyway.
It was just a giant pillow. I had, like, I think it was red and white. And then it was a gigantic pillow for me.
I'm not gonna lie. I've went through those pet stores and looked at some of them.
Dude, it was comfy.
I'm like, shoot, I just want to throw that on my bed and I'll sleep on that thing. That thing looks pretty comfy.
That's what I did. I was in college, so I'm like, you know what? Now is the time. I mean,
it's like a body pillow.
Yeah.
So.
It was comfy for the longest time. Like I said, I used it for almost a year. Well, like the school year, not an entire year, but
nice.
Yeah, that was maybe the weirdest thing, because I mean, it's not normal to have a dog pillow as a pillow, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's pretty legit, actually.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty smart. That's me. Or pretty stupid.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
All right. What is an outfit or suit that you've always wanted to own or wear?
I always thought it'd be cool to have like an Iron Man suit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. And I would really love to have a Rams style Iron Man suit.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to get one time, and I put a down payment on it and everything.
Oh, you paid him?
I paid him. Yeah, paid $100 to get this suit made for me. I got dimensions, like he measured me and everything, and nothing ever came of it.
What the hell?
Yeah. And it's kind of funny though, because it's actually like I just recently had this conversation with Victoria.
Yeah.
We were talking about this at Buffalo Wild Wings when we were there, and because it was her ex-boyfriend that was supposed to do it.
Oh, I forgot that she was dating him.
Yep. So he was supposed to do that, and I guess he ended up using that money for like Taco Bell and stuff like that. So I mean, as long as it goes to a good cause, you know.
What a chump.
Yeah. But oh well.
Easily get a lot.
I guess I'm not gonna wear this.
But I've always been that way. If anybody goes, "Oh, that's so ugly," I'm like, I've got to have it.
Dude, I understand that feeling sometimes.
Those shoes are so ugly. I'm like, I freaking love those shoes. That car is so. I love that car.
Yep. You don't even let them finish. You're just like, I love it. Yeah. They were actually gonna say that they love it, and you're like, oh nope, now I hate it. Yeah. I don't care about it anymore.
So, careful with the wires.
I'm just playing with them.
I know, but you're going to pull them out of the recorder.
Okay. I'll stop.
But yeah,
Man, I'm trying to think of another suit that I would want. Was it just a suit, or was it, you said outfit?
Outfit or suit or whatever.
That'd be really...
I could see you wanting that like dinosaur blow-up suit.
Dude, I was going to say something very similar to that. So I've been watching, one of the things I've been watching recently is Last Man on Earth. Have you ever seen that?
Great show.
Yeah, it's a very good show. And I just got to, I think it's like season 3 or something like that. And he's got like a realistic dinosaur suit. Like it looks
like a legit.
Legit, yeah. So he's like walking around looking like a dinosaur, like moving the mouth as he's talking. So he is the dinosaur. And it's hilarious. And I would love to have that outfit or suit because it was seriously like, you could tell it was like fake because you could see his legs a little bit. Mm-hmm. But other than that, you thought it was a real dinosaur.
I've seen some videos of stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're pretty scary.
Yeah, it looks pretty scary. But it was obviously funny because they did it like it was in a comedy.
There's a YouTube like clip or whatever. You ever seen it where the guy's walking through like it's a business or like a office building?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've seen that video.
He's freaking people out. Like he stands outside the elevator, and then as soon as the doors open, he'll stick the head in.
Oh, I think I might have actually seen that.
People
yeah,
like jump. They're like hitting the button real quick. Like close the door, close the door, close the door.
I think that I feel was maybe a little bit more realistic looking in that video because I remember him like his legs and stuff like matched the suit a little bit better than they did in the show. But yeah, no, that's exactly what I would want is something that looks that realistic. And I think it'd be really fun to like go do stand up in something like that.
Oh, be known as the stand up is.
Yeah, with like just be the dinosaur that tells jokes.
That's funny. That'd be awesome.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
So, all right, what's your next one?
So I said, this actually is not my question. This is actually a question that Victoria wanted to have us ask. And I kind of want to know your answer. I want to know my answer. I still don't. I had to actually think of my answer because I had never really thought of this before. But after you shower or bathe, because some guys bathe, what is your drying off or towel routine? Like, I never really thought of that. I have one.
So do you want me to tell you, like, how I dry off? Like, exactly? Like, from what part to what part?
Yeah, do what part to what part.
So I get out
be as specific as you want.
I get out of the shower, grab the towel, drying off my hair.
Okay.
Because I have hair.
Where? There's hair everywhere.
On my head.
Okay.
Like some people I know. So, yeah, I'm drying off my hair, and then from there, I slide it down my back, and I do the floss down the back, dry off my back.
Okay.
And then from there, I go from, I grab it. I wipe my face,
Okay.
wipe my chest, and then I floss between the legs.
Like like in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like go up the butt crack, like, you know.
You don't get up there.
Yeah, I don't like go deep. I keep it more of like a flat towel. It's more about the chode area.
Okay. Yep.
Drying off in between the legs into the chode and underneath the balls.
Can you
Getting those
please?
good.
Can you get more specific on that part?
Yeah, under like I try to keep the bat wings off, you know, and I try to get along the sides of the shaft and all that, and make sure that each ball is separated and gets nice and dried.
So you do each one separate?
Yeah.
Eat all three?
All four.
Oh, four. Nice. Okay.
And then from there, I go down to my legs.
Okay.
But I don't even do like a full leg. It's kind of a quick wipe down, you know.
Oh, so your legs don't get that much attention?
No.
Skipping leg day?
Yeah, I'm always skipping leg day. Always skip leg day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm similar to that. I actually had to sit and think about this, and I actually had to like kind of in my head like visually do what I do out of the shower. But I always start with my head. I always get my like what little hair I have. I get my beard.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go down to my chest. I'll get my arms individually. I usually start with my left arm. Then I'll go my right arm. Then I go down to my belly.
All the way from my chest pubes to my ball front.
That's where I'm heading next. I go from my chest down to my balls. And I wash, well, everything in that area, not just the balls. Dry all that off. Then I do my legs, but I usually lift up my right leg onto the tub. I get my right leg. I actually I don't skip it. I make sure that it's thoroughly cleaned. Then I step out, do my left leg, do that as thoroughly as I can. Then I get my butt because my butt needs a little extra attention because for those of you that have been listening, I have a hairy butt. So I got to make sure that I give that attention. Then I get my back. I do the little flossing action with the back that you were talking about.
Okay.
And then I think I'm done. I think that is my typical routine for drying off.
It's a pretty good routine.
Yeah, I mean it's
not as good as mine.
It's the most solid way of doing it. Nobody has a better way.
We're getting along today.
If anybody says they have a better way, they're liars. And I want to hear your way and see
if you want the right way, you go with my way. If you want the second best, you go with his.
Nope, that's not how it is.
We were doing so good.
I know. I had to take us off somehow.
We made it almost an hour.
I know. Almost. Yeah, that's true. No, I'm not saying yours is bad. I'm not saying anybody else's is bad. I never even knew I had one until I actually had to sit and think about it. So Victoria got me thinking.
It's a good question.
It's a very good question, and it matches with our questions here on the podcast perfectly. So I want to see if she's got any more, or if anybody else has any more. We'd love to do that. We'll definitely give you a shout out if you want to know. She still hasn't told me hers though. I asked.
Really?
Yeah, she won't. She hasn't told me yet. So I'll find out eventually. She'll probably hear my answer on the podcast. Then she'll tell me. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Boom.
Not too worried about it if she never does.
All right. What is your typical morning routine?
So
like when you wake up, your eyes are cracked.
Yep.
What's the first thing you're doing?
Well, I usually sit and rest for a little while. So I just kind of sit and relax and just kind of wake up slowly in the bed.
You're a snooze button pusher, aren't you?
I am, but I'll push the snooze button and I'll just lay there until the snooze button comes back on. So I'll sit there for 10 minutes just not doing anything. It's just kind of like my meditation part of the day where I just sit there and not really think of anything, but I'll just have thoughts come into my head. And I'll just sit there and I'll move and try to just get in the most comfortable position that I can without trying to fall asleep. I'm just trying to get comfy, trying to think of stuff, trying to think of dreams that I just had, or analyzing the dreams. Like I said, I don't have any specific thing that I do. I just, whatever happens in that 10 minutes happens. It's just kind of a meditation or whatever needs to happen type time of day. As I can kind of slowly get into my day there. Then I get up, I usually shower right away. Sometimes I'll eat breakfast. Sometimes I don't, depending on the day, depending on how busy I am, if I sleep in or not. Brush my teeth, put deodorant on, do my Q-tips, and yeah. Sometimes I'll have to, like, I got some unibrow stuff. Sometimes I gotta pluck those.
You Q-tip every day?
Just about. Not like every single day,
Wow.
but most days I Q-tip just because I want to make sure that I get my ears cleaned out. I'll cut my nails at that point of the day if I need them cut. That kind of that stuff. But I do want to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, because again, I was talking to Victoria and what her morning routine was a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like it. And I might incorporate a little bit of that into my day, because normally when I go to bed and I watch TV for at least a half hour to an hour before I go to bed. And I love it. Like, it's great and all. But I don't know, it just kind of doesn't feel the same as it used to as a kid, you know?
Yeah.
But I just recently found out, so what she does, she actually watches a half hour to an hour of TV in the morning. So what I want to do is go to bed a little earlier, wake up, and then have my TV time in the morning. Maybe have some cereal or breakfast.
I never want to start my day if that was happening.
Oh, you'd want to just sit there forever?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to try it, though. I feel
watch
like
TV in the morning, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to be lazy the rest of the day.
Dude, I think that would be the best way to start off the morning. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
You got to start your
If
morning
you get
off
fired,
right.
If you get fired within the first 2 days, then we know that's a bad routine.
That might happen. I might just not get into work, even though it's literally right next to my TV.
Yeah.
I know, you got to start your day off right, you know? You got to start off with something positive.
I'm 8 episodes into It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I missed work.
Dude, you can't bash that show. That's a good show.
It's a great show.
But yeah, and I do want to start working out a little bit in the morning. I did that a little bit with all the Lyme's disease stuff, like with my back and shoulders and stuff. I did a lot of stretching. I didn't do a lot of working out, but I think I should start incorporating a little bit of working out. So I might have to start getting up a little earlier, do a little workout session, do a little TV action, and do my regular routine as well. So I think I might start going to bed a little earlier and
Well, there you go.
switching that up.
Could get a little exercise in, huh?
Yeah, now would be a good time to do it. I mean, this is the time of year where I switch everything up with my diet, so now is the time to kind of get into a different routine. Still got half the month, so
Well, there you go.
I might test it out. We're probably not going to start tomorrow, though, because we're not going to go to bed till real late. So
Yeah.
it's already midnight.
I know.
It's crazy.
We're only not even halfway through this episode.
Yeah, I know. We're on the last question, aren't we?
I didn't even do my routine. You got into yours real depth.
Oh, yeah. I went real in-depth. Sorry. I just went off on it.
Yeah, I know you did.
What's your typical routine? You wake up and yawn?
Yep.
And stretch?
Stretch.
You're doing your morning routine right now.
Oh, dude, I'm crashing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna. First thing I go straight to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom.
I forgot. I do that in the morning too.
It's the first thing I do. Then I brush my teeth. Then I put in deodorant. And then I go get dressed. And then I search for my glasses.
You don't find your glasses till after?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I don't. I especially these ones, because I don't like them. I hate my glasses. I just chuck them. They're either in my bed or on the floor. Like if they break, then yes, I don't have to wear them anymore.
I did also forget that I do also put clothes on too.
Yeah.
I didn't add that part.
I always start with my jeans, and then I realize I don't have underwear on, so I gotta take those off. And then, what's the first piece of clothing you put on?
Underwear. If
right.
like,
Well, yeah.
because I usually take my shower right away, so I always put my underwear on.
All right, besides underwear.
Pants.
Yeah.
And then usually shirt.
Yep.
And then socks if I'm going to wear them.
Bert was talking about this, about his daughter. You know how she puts on her shoes?
How?
Sock, shoe. Sock, shoe.
Interesting.
Not sock, shoe,
Yeah.
shoe. It's sock, shoe, sock, shoe.
I couldn't do that.
Are you a psycho?
That'd be weird.
Right?
Yeah.
I think he actually talks about it on The Cabin.
Huh. I mean, it's better than doing shoe, sock, shoe, sock.
We actually used to do that in Walmart.
Wear socks over your shoes.
Well, they used to have like the stockings or whatever, like the pantyhose almost like things.
Okay, yeah.
That you could put on to try on shoes.
Yep.
We'd pull those over our shoes and then go sliding down the halls.
Jeez. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, we got kicked out of so many different
Oh,
Walmarts.
I bet.
We used to ride the little bikes.
Little bikes. Like just the
Like
bikes in the bike rack?
Yeah, the little bikes, the little
Yeah.
kid bikes. And then the balls that you could sit on and bounce.
Yep.
We used to play games and like wars and that. We used to go hide in the clothing racks and scare people. Yeah. Just do all kinds of stupid stuff in there.
Yeah.
Just play hide and go seek.
Man, I never did any of that.
Oh yeah.
You should have invited me.
We could still go do it.
Let's do it.
The night is young.
Yeah. Walmart's still open, isn't it?
I
Maybe.
don't know.
I think they've changed their hours with everything
Yeah.
going on.
I missed the 24-hour.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's about it for my routine.
You
Get
don't
dressed, throw on shoes, and run out the door.
Do you eat breakfast?
Some days.
Yeah.
If it's a day, I used to be a big breakfast eater.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be like my biggest meal. Now not so much, but if I do, yeah, it's gonna be something big.
Yeah.
It's either big or nothing at all.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm never real like I'll eat a big breakfast if it's there, but I'm not seeking it out. Like if I'm gonna do a big breakfast, it's most likely gonna be for supper.
Brenner is the best.
Yeah. Because I mean that's when I go all out on food on most days is for dinner. Dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it. I call it both.
Yeah.
Even though both doesn't sound like either of them.
So, yeah, there's my routine.
Nice. I like it. I think it's
That's it. That's it for questions?
yeah, I think that's it for questions. I think we're going to get into the segments now.
All right, let's start with our first one, food. Food segment.
Food segment. What do we usually talk about during the food segment?
Whatever we've eaten in the last week or two since we last talked.
Okay.
Have you had anything interesting?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
All right, I'm excited.
So when I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, I was there just eating my wings, minding my own business.
Okay.
And well, I mean, I wasn't minding my own business. That's when we were on the date. But I looked over and actually she noticed that there was a spicy sweet chili Dorito flavored wing.
Ooh, dang.
So it's my favorite flavor of Dorito flavor wing. So I got the boneless version of that. I got 10 of them just so I could bring some home and share with Josh and Shan. And it was really good.
Who fell in love with it?
I liked it the most. Josh said that it was just kind of like a gimmick thing. He wasn't a huge fan, but I enjoyed it. I feel like I enjoyed it more the second time when I heated it up in the microwave. I feel like I enjoyed it more then than I did
The second time around?
Yeah, I enjoyed it the second
I
time.
love B-dubs the next day.
Yeah.
Because I think the sauce soaks in.
Yep.
Where when you get it the night of, it's just shaken in.
Yep. And
So
it's
not
just on
into
top.
it's just on the skin and not in the meat yet.
Yep. But yeah, it was very good the second time around. I mean, it was good the first time. It just, I don't know. It just, like you said, seems a little bit different.
For the better.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, I've been eating my normal stuff like I said last time. Just a lot of mac and cheese and soups and stuff like that. Just easy stuff. I've been making this ham sandwich, but I added some pickles to it.
Oh.
And it's the bread and butter pickles.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude, those are real good. It was really good on that sandwich. It was just ham and pickles and cheese and mayo, but it was really good.
Nice.
I've had a couple of those now this week.
I got two.
What's your two?
Sorry, there was something with my computer that was going on here. One is for me and one's for Gracie.
Okay, interesting. So you didn't eat what she ate?
No.
Okay.
Because it's gross.
Oh.
But she ate the whole thing.
Okay.
I'll start with mine. Dad got that new flat top,
Oh, yeah, yep.
the Blackstone. He made stir fry.
Oh.
Fried brown rice. Chicken. Onions. Peppers. Mushrooms. I picked out the mushrooms. And what else? He had some sauce in there. Dude, it was like Mongos.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It was so good.
I love Mongos. I really want to go to Mongos now.
No. Anytime somebody mentions Mongos, I'm like,
Yep. I need to find where the nearest Mongos is.
I think the only one in Minnesota is in St. Cloud.
No, there's another one in Stillwater for sure.
Oh, all right, yeah. Because the one in Maple Grove closed.
Okay. There is one in Stillwater. That's the only one that I knew of before. I didn't even... Oh, yeah, I did know about the one in St. Cloud. That's over by B-Dubs there.
Yep.
Yep. I knew about that one. I think I've only been to that one once. And there's... nope. That's still the Stillwater one.
I think those might be the only two.
Yep.
Unless there's one down south.
Maybe. But yeah, dude, that sounds really good. I did actually have stir fry this week. Josh and I had stir fry. He made it.
Nice.
Really good. We had some chicken that we got for free that we decided to cook up. And what else did we add? We added carrots, broccoli, the stir fry stuff. I don't even remember what it is that like makes it stir fry. I can't remember what he adds, but it's really good.
Soy sauce?
No, we added soy sauce after, but add soy sauce and yum yum sauce.
Yum yum. Yum yum sauce is good.
Yeah, it was real good. That's another really good meal that I've had recently. I had some brats.
Nice.
Really good brats.
All right, so the gross thing that Gracie ate, I asked her, I go, so what do you want for lunch? She goes, a sandwich. I go, okay, good, because she's a really picky eater right now, and it's annoying the shit out of me. But, sorry if you can hear this, my headphones are a little...
I can't hear it at all.
Oh, good. I go, so what do you want on your sandwich? Ketchup. I go, okay. You can't just have ketchup, so what else? Pickles.
Okay.
And that's what she had, was a ketchup and pickle sandwich.
That's it. She didn't want anything else on there.
Nope.
How'd she like it?
She ate the whole thing.
Well, but did she like say it was good, or was she just like, oh, I chose this?
She loved it.
Wow.
She goes, you guys should have these. She wanted me to take a bite. I'm like, I'm good.
Wow. So she actually like wanted you to enjoy the pleasure she was getting from that sandwich. Wow.
So what I did was, I took we had dill pickles and I cut them in half and then put them like flat out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started with the ketchup and then put those on, and then she ate the whole thing.
Wow.
The whole thing.
Dude, there's a sandwich that I had recently, not super recently, but within the last like 2 months that I learned about that I've never had before this. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but so on the sandwich, it's peanut butter,
Yum.
mayo.
Yeah, those two mixed are not good.
Wait, just keep listening. So it's peanut butter, mayo, bologna, pickles. Actually, I think that's it. I think it's only those 4.
Ugh.
It sounds like it's not going to be good, but dude,
Delicious, huh?
it's actually pretty good. I don't know what the combination makes it good, but I ate the entire sandwich.
Some things just cancel each other out, though.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. And it was when it was his grandma and grandpa were over, and they were staying over for like the week, and they showed me that sandwich, and I had another one the next day, I think, even. Because I had 2 of those sandwiches. I can't remember the timing of it.
I mean, it's like pickle poppers. Tequila poppers. You get a shot of tequila and a shot of pickle juice.
Interesting. I've never heard that.
You shoot the tequila and then you shoot the pickle juice right after, and you can't even taste the tequila. And the vinegar from the pickle juice, you can't taste that either. Like, they cancel each other out.
Yeah, next time I have tequila, I'll have to try that. I'm not a huge drinker, but
Right.
I'll try it.
So, call that the food segment?
Yeah, I think that's good for this food segment. I think the next segment we're going to get into is sports and fantasy sports. I got to look up my fantasy stuff because I am not super proud of what happened last week. I lost in both of my leagues, so that's great to start off with.
I'm not doing so hot in the league that we're both in.
Yep.
I'm 2-3.
I'm 3-2. In both of my leagues, I'm 3-2.
This is my worst league. It's the one that we're in.
Yep.
Every other league, I'm
At least over 50%.
4-1.
Oh, wow.
In all 4 of them.
Nice. 5 leagues and 4 of them you're 4-1. I'd say that's a pretty good average.
So, I just can't. I don't know if it was the position that I drafted in our league. I can't get anything going.
Yeah. I'm not looking super great this week either. In our league, I'm playing Matt. He started Leonard Fournette, and he just scored 30 points this week. I started Brady and Godwin, and they got a total of 30 between them. So I'm projected to lose right now. How about you? Are you projected this week to win?
Yeah, I'm playing Dad.
Okay.
And no, I am not projected to win.
Yeah, I'm not projected to win by... I'm supposed to lose. I have a 39% chance of winning, which is not great. I don't want to go into Sunday like that.
I got a 43%. It's 133 to 124.
Dang.
I had George Kittle, and he's down for God knows how long, if not the season.
Yeah.
So I picked up Zach Ertz today because Goddard was out. And Zach Ertz played tonight, and he got me 12.9.
That's not bad.
For a tight end, I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the Tampa Bay D got me 6.
Okay, yeah, that's not super great, but... Well, for other sports, I've recently got into disc golf again. Been able to play. I played Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and today. So I've played 4 times. And before that, I hadn't been playing. I'd spent almost a month since I played before that. And I've only played the home course, but I started off on Sunday. I was even.
Okay.
On Monday, I was 1 under. Or no, I was even, 1 under, and even again today. So I'm not improving, but I'm hoping to improve soon. So I guess we'll see as time passes if I get better or worse. I'm hoping I get better. And I'm going to start adding, because I've only been playing with 7 discs, just because I don't want to carry my whole bag because of my back. But I think I'm going to have to start adding the bag soon. Might add it tomorrow just to test it out and go from there. Maybe not do the full bag, but...
I have not been playing much disc golf lately. Just haven't had time.
Yeah.
Been too busy. Too much going on. Bowling. I kind of already went over that. Not rolling the ball great. I'm rolling the ball good, I think. I'm just not... My score is not reflecting it. Like I said, that bowling alley right now is tough.
Yeah.
And they also got new pins this year. So that makes a big difference.
I was going to say that makes a difference. So maybe the oil pattern and the pin combination is just...
hurting everybody.
Yeah. Because where are you going at it?
McPete's.
That's what I thought.
See, with the new pen, everybody's like, well, wouldn't the scores be better with new? No, because with new pens, they got a flatter bottom because it's a fresh pen, so you got to hit them more solid to knock them over. Where with an older pen,
they're rounded.
So they're easier to tip over.
Dang, they should just go file them down a little bit.
And then also with a newer pen, it's a harder, so you don't get as much pin action. Or with an older one, they're softer.
Because they've been beaten in.
They're beaten in, so they got a little bounce to them, so you get a little more pin action.
Yeah.
So a little science for you
for those of you that didn't know.
Yeah. So.
Sweet. Is that it for our sports segment?
I think that's about it.
Yeah, I need to start doing better at fantasy. I'm 3-2, which isn't terrible, but I need to do better.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have to make some trades in our league.
Do it.
Got to do something. I got to get this team back on track. I need a tight end now that Kittle. I think Kittle's out for the year. And then I need a quarterback. I'm rocking Sam Darnold right now.
Oh,
which he's been pretty good lately.
Yeah.
But I just didn't draft a quarterback.
Man, I have the opposite problem with quarterbacks. I have Tom Brady and Matt Stafford for the Rams. So I'm pretty solid with my quarterbacks.
Who you been playing?
I've been switching them.
Just off of who they're playing?
Yeah. I started Tom Brady this week, which might have been a mistake because he only got 22 points.
You got 22 points tonight? That ain't bad.
It's not bad, but I feel like
Brady-ish, but
no, I feel like Matt Stafford's going to do a lot better this week, so I feel like I made a poor decision. Especially because I also had Godwin, and he only got 9 points. So
our big league last week, Dad's got 2 quarterbacks. He has Lamar Jackson, and he has Justin Herbert.
Oh, he went off.
He put Justin Herbert on the bench last week.
No way. He got 50 points.
43.
Well, 50 in our league, 43 in that league, yeah. Wow, that's a bad...
43 in that league. He played Lamar.
Yep.
Lamar got 49.
Oh, my God. Really?
Hey, he threw freaking 4 touchdowns and ran 1 in.
I didn't know that. I wasn't paying attention to Lamar. I heard about Herbert's week.
Didn't you hear about the Monday night game?
Not really. No, I didn't watch it at all.
It's one of the biggest fantasy football games of all time.
Why was that?
Last Monday?
Oh, was it Herbert and...
No, it was Kansas City.
Oh, was it Kansas City and Baltimore?
Or was it Baltimore and... No, it was Baltimore and Indianapolis.
Okay.
People went to bed at halftime and were leading by like 85 points and waking up the next morning and losing.
Wow.
After that game. Lamar Jackson put up like 50 points and Mark Andrews put up like 50 points.
Oh, man.
And Marquise Brown went in with like 42 points.
Dang, that
all in the second half.
And all on the same offense.
Yeah.
Wow. Poor Colts.
This one guy calls in. I listened to the Fantasy Footballers podcast, and a guy called in. And he's like, "Yeah, went to bed last night with 86-point lead at halftime. I figured I was good. Went to bed. Woke up this morning, lost by 0.4. Guy had Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. Put up like 91 points or some shit.
That's insane. Imagine being the guy that won.
Could you imagine having 90 points between 2 players?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've come close with in one league I have Mahomes and Hill.
Hill, yeah.
Yeah, that combination is sometimes lethal.
Mm-hmm. Or him and Kelsey.
Oh yeah, yep. Man, yep.
Kelsey, like, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago? He had that like 16-point game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time in like 16 games that he did not score over 22 points.
Wow.
That's a tight end.
Yeah. I didn't realize he went on that big of a streak.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So.
Damn. Well,
all right.
sweet.
There's our sports.
That's our sports. Our next segment. What's our next segment?
Reviews. So we pick something that we both have done or had or seen or did, and we review it.
Yep.
And then we rate it.
Yep.
And this one's going to be a little different.
This one, we are reviewing a person.
We went out to eat tonight at Texas Roadhouse.
Yep. Oh, and that was a thing I wanted to add to the food part, but I figured we'd talk about it here. I had Texas Roadhouse with the steaks, and it was really good. We did talk about that. But yeah, I wanted to add that part here because it was really, really good.
And our server's name was David.
David, yep.
And he was phenomenal.
He was one of the best servers I've had in a very long time. Like David if you are in the Duluth area and you go to Texas Roadhouse and you get David as a server.
You tell him that Stupidest Podcast sent you.
Yep.
And
yeah, we talked to him
David.
about it.
Yeah, we talked to him. And he was phenomenal. He came over plenty of times, enough to where it was enjoyable.
And it
wasn't annoying.
And it was at the perfect time, too. He filled your pop when you needed it, exactly when you needed it. He filled my water exactly when I needed it. He asked us if we needed anything else. He gave us the bloomin' onion.
He never came over when your mouth was full.
Yep.
He did a great job.
Yep. Yeah, it was. I have nothing bad to say about that service. That was incredible.
Yeah, best server I've had in a long time.
Yep.
And I tipped him
very generously. Thank you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was very delicious.
It was a good time.
Yep.
So,
I'm giving him, what are we rating?
1 to 10.
1 to 10. I'm going to give him a thumbs up.
So, before we do that.
Okay.
Good server.
Very good server.
Okay.
Yep.
Both agree on that. I think he was phenomenal. One of the best servers I've had in a long time.
Yep. I liked his energy, too. Like
he was very nice.
He was very upbeat and positive about everything, and just he seemed like very into the position.
Yep. And I served for many years. And I always tell everybody that I was training, I'm like, people go out to eat to get away.
Yep.
To have a good time. It's your job to make sure that they have that good time.
Yep.
Your table, you're a business owner when you're a server. Your table is your shop. You have multiple freaking business locations. Treat them like a business location. Is the way I always train people.
Yeah.
And he treated our location well.
Yeah. Our location was bloomin' onions.
Yep. So, we both agree. So, what are we ranking? What are you giving them on a scale 1 to 10? You can use a decimal.
Man. It's very tough for me to ever give 10 out of 10.
Right.
Because I want a little bit of room for improvement. I don't see a whole lot of improvement because I just really enjoyed my time, and he was really good to talk with afterwards when we were just kind of explaining that we were going to talk about our experience at Texas Roadhouse that night, and that it was a very positive one. And again, he was excited just to hear that we were going to be talking about him on the podcast. And he asked what podcast and all this stuff. And so he even asked questions and was enthusiastic about that too. So, man, I'm going to give him a 9 something, but I don't know where I want to rank him in the 9 yet.
I'm going 9.6.
9.6? I think that's very good. I was leaning towards 9.7.
I like 9.7.
I like 9.7. Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking 9.7, but I'll give him 9.7.
So if you're ever at Texas Roadhouse in Duluth, say hi to David for us.
Yep. Look him up and ask for him specifically. I don't know if they can do that there or
Take care of him.
Yep. Yeah, make sure you tip him well because he deserves it. I hope he gets really famous after.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be really cool.
So, all right. Next segment.
We're going to do Roddy or Vandy. In this segment, we name a few things that we decided, like, who we think would be better at what we're talking about. So who it complements the most. Does it compliment me the most, Roddy, or does it compliment you the most, Vandy? So we're going to do 3 of each of these ones and see where we go from there.
You want me to go first?
I'll go first since I did the question, since your last question.
Okay.
So who is most likely to go streaking?
I like how on every one of these we have to explain to everybody that I like to be naked.
Yep.
So I'm going with me.
I think I went with you as well. I feel like you would be the person to streak before me. I feel like I would need your streaking to get me to go streaking.
Yeah, and I do it as an enjoyment. You do it as a punishment.
Yeah, yep.
So, yeah, definitely me.
Yeah.
All right, who is more likely to have a collection of watches?
That is an interesting question because if I were not either of us, I would say you are the one that's going to have the watch collection, even though I am the one that has the watch collection. So I wanted to say Vandy, but it's actually Roddy.
It is actually Roddy. I think I buy a lot of watches. I just don't collect them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I've given you a lot of my old ones. So
Yeah, you've given. That's how I have. I have 2 of your watches are in my collection.
Yeah.
I even have a little watch, little thing that's got my initials on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got JLR right on it. It's really cool.
Yeah,
but it's full, so I can't put any more watches. So
time to get another one.
Another box. Yeah, I might have to. I can't fit any more in there.
I love the watch I got now. Garmin Phoenix.
Ooh, that looks pretty neat.
It's only a 3, but I still love it.
How many are there?
I think they just came out with a 7.
Oh, wow. So
I'm a little behind. But the 3 is actually the one that's got the high. I went with the 3 because it's had the best reviews.
Okay.
But I wish I would have went with a 3HR rather than just a plain 3.
I would have said the same thing. You should have went with the HR.
It has HR's heart rate.
Oh.
So it has a heart monitor. This doesn't have a heart monitor. But I don't really need.
You should just get a heart monitor then.
I have one.
You should just wear it all the time.
I got it. It's on my.
It's on you?
It's a cock ring.
Nice.
It's the best place to find your pulse.
Yep. The best place to find my pulse is on your no.
Dum 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 dum.
Okay. Anyways, so who's most likely to invent an as seen on TV product?
I got a good answer for this.
What's that?
I got a really good. I think you would be the best one to invent it. I would be the best one to create it.
Okay. I like that. I went a little different direction. I feel like I had a good answer too, but I do like yours. I said that you would be the person to invent it, and I would be the person to sell it, on TV. I'd be the guy to be the presenter or whatever.
I like that too.
That's what I said.
I would think that you would be like, man, it'd be nice if somebody could come up with such and such.
Yeah.
And then I'd be the one like,
I
got
you. So I was the idea guy, and you're like, I'm
the inventor.
Yep.
But you put the foundation.
Yeah. I like that answer because I have a lot of foundation ideas, but I don't have a lot of let's get this done ideas.
See, and that's how it is with Dad.
Yeah.
When we get to thinking, I'm like, man, it'd be nice if we could do this. And he's like, I think I can build it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, let's get going.
Okay, so I have an idea. So I'm going to come up with ideas. I'll pass it along to you. You're going to be like, you know what? I think we can kind of do it if we start doing this. And then you'll be like, hey, Dad, this is what we need to do. And he'll be like, done.
Got it.
So then once I have an idea, I'll go through you and Fred, and we have a done deal.
Boom.
Bam.
All right. Who is more likely to wake up at 5 a.m. and start their day?
Oh, that wasn't the next one I had for you. I said you because you wake up early anyways. So I feel like you would wake up at 5 a.m. I'm getting close. I'm getting better.
You're getting better.
I'm getting better.
I will say that. You are.
And I might have to try 5 a.m. I think that might be a little early for me because I don't need to do a ton for my workout and a ton for the TV. So maybe like 5:30.
See, I usually get to work at 7. So there for a while, I was getting up at 4 and going to the gym.
Oh, wow.
And that was killing me.
Yeah.
Because I was staying up till, like, not super late, but 10,
Okay.
maybe 11.
Yep. So getting
I just
maybe
wasn't-
5-6
it
hours.
started wearing on me, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah. Especially with what you do.
Yeah.
Dang.
So.
All right. Who's the most likely to skydive?
I said me.
Ooh, I said me.
It's on my bucket list.
It's on my bucket list too.
So.
We should do it sometime.
Absolutely. I think maybe that's what we should do for a birthday.
That'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun. I've always wanted to do it, and
I want to go more than once because I don't want to go tandem.
oh, I gotcha.
You got to go tandem your
Yep.
first time, so I definitely want to go to where I pull the. Because then I feel
Yeah.
like I'm actually skydiving.
I want to be able to have gone more than one time, but only go one time, so I know that I survive.
Boom.
Boom. Because everybody can go skydiving once. It's just, can you go again?
Nice. I just hope I'd have the balls to go the second time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you also have to take classes.
I feel like you're not really skydiving when you're tandem.
Yeah.
You're just along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not pulling this.
Yeah, you're just there.
You got to have the balls to be like, all right, I'm good
Now,
rather than freezing up
yeah,
and dying.
yep. I mean, that'd be interesting because I mean, I've thought about this before because I've always wanted to skydive and I've always wanted to scuba. That's two things I've always been interested in. But you have to take classes and get certified and all this stuff for both of them.
That's on my bucket list too.
Yeah, and I always thought it'd be interesting, like, you know how like in school, like you had to read these big books, and you have to do that for these classes too. But then they would also have like what are those called? The little skinny books that had like just the important information.
Brochure?
No, not brochure. It was like
Guidebook?
no, I don't remember what it was. There was a word for it. But they had these little books that you could read. So it would be like, instead of reading like...
Pamphlet?
No, that's... You're
way off?
You're way off, and you're saying the same words. So say instead of reading like, I don't know, The Great Gatsby, right? That's a big book, right?
So like a novel?
Yeah, instead of reading the novel, you could read the short little version, and it'll tell you exactly what the story was about, but in like a 10th or a 20th of
Like
the actual book.
Like the Cliff
Notes? Yeah, Cliff Notes, that's what it was called.
All right.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word Cliff Notes. But they had the Cliff Notes, so I always thought that'd be interesting if they did that for like skydiving and scuba diving. Because, like, I feel like a lot of the people I went to school with...
I don't think that's the way you want to go about that
I know,
stuff, though.
that's what I'm getting at. So I think a lot of the people that I went to high school with and stuff, I think they would want to go that route because they read the Cliff Notes for most of the stuff they did in high school. And that's a way we can start weeding out some of these idiots. I'm just saying.
And another one died. Have you ever heard John Caparulo skydiving bit?
Yeah, you showed us.
Yeah.
I remember you showing me, Josh, and Shan that day.
That one's so good.
That was a very good one. If you haven't look it up.
Goes tandem with Nigel.
Yep, Nigel.
The best part. Where's my helmet? You got a helmet? You don't need one. I'm on the bottom, motherfucker. If anybody should be helmet guy, I think I should be the helmet guy.
That's funny.
If you want a good laugh, go listen to that bit.
Yeah, that was a very good bit.
John Caparulo skydiving. It is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's one bit that I think I've literally cried.
I think you cried when you were showing us, and you already knew it was coming.
Oh, it's so funny. I'd cry again. Like, anytime I'm having a bad day, that's one that I will listen to.
Yeah. No, that is a good bit.
Yeah, John Caparulo he's up there for me. I keep forgetting about him too.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. That's it for me.
No, you had one more.
Oh no, I do have one more. Who is more likely to host a game show?
I said me.
I said you as well.
Yeah, because I wanted to start that business. I still haven't done it because all this stuff started happening. But I wanted to start a business called Down to Game, trademarked by Roddy. And I want to just have a bunch of games instead of like going to a bar or a restaurant to sing karaoke. You hire me instead. We're going to play a bunch of games and we're going to have fun throughout the entire night, give away prizes and all that kind of fun stuff. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I like it.
So,
yeah, I wish I would have took off running.
well, I mean, there's still an opportunity as long as the world opens up, I guess.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Yeah.
Feels like at least.
Yep.
All right.
Our next segment?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's our next segment?
Our next segment is Would You Rather?
I'd rather not.
I rather would.
Okay, well, let's do it then.
Would you rather is where we give you two options and you got to pick which one would you rather do.
Sweet. Okay, so my first one.
You gonna go first?
Yep.
All right.
Well, I mean, you just went.
Yep. True.
Yeah.
True. Go ahead.
Okay. Would you rather have fortune or fame?
I went with fame
Okay.
because in today's day, if you're fame, you're gonna have fortune.
Yeah.
Is the way it works nowadays. If you're
Seems-
famous, you can become
Yeah, you can do stuff to get money.
to gain money.
Yeah. No, I can see that. I went the opposite route. I actually don't really want to be famous, but I would love to have a lot of fortune, but not have anybody know that I have the fortune if I ever had it. Because, I mean, everybody that I know intimately would know that I have it and they would benefit from that. But I don't want to hear from people that I haven't talked to in 20 years all of a sudden come up and they're like, hey, remember this thing that I did for you? Like this one time when you were a kid? No, I don't. No, you don't have to have any of my money.
Yeah, true.
I don't need fame. I think it'd be cool for a while, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
I like quiet.
Yeah. Not me.
No.
But the funny thing is, I like that until it's time to not like it. Like
Yeah.
when I go home.
Yeah, then you don't want to be famous at
Yeah,
home.
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I would much rather not be famous because I want to have that time. And if you're famous, I don't know how much of that time you get. Maybe you get more of it. I don't know. I've never been famous, so.
Right. All right. Would you rather eat a cooked snake or a cooked lizard?
Oh, man. I don't know. I went with snake. I don't know. I've never had either of them. I just went with snake because I feel like I would have to worry less about bones. You know? Because it's kind of like a fish at that point because I just have to worry about like the spine basically.
And the ribs.
And the ribs. But I don't have to worry about arms and feet and toes and all that extra. I don't know. That's the route I was going. I wasn't necessarily thinking of taste because, like I said, I haven't had either of them, so I don't know which would taste better or worse. Or
I went with snake because I've had lizard.
you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had iguana.
Hmm.
You eat the tail.
Okay. Is it good? Doesn't sound like it if you're going snake.
It wasn't bad. It was different.
Okay.
I went to one of our teachers was Hispanic, and his family ate iguana,
Okay.
and he made some, and it wasn't bad. It was different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It wasn't the greatest,
Yeah.
but I would try for. I would like to try snake. I've never had it, and I've heard it's a lot like chicken.
I guess I didn't know that people ate snake or lizard.
Haven't you ever seen Crocodile Dundee?
Well, it's
Come
been a
on.
while. I forget.
So, yeah, I would like to try snake. So,
Sweet. My next one is, I got that hint.
yeah.
Would you rather find your soulmate or your calling?
I'm still bouncing back and forth in this one.
Same. It took me a long time to actually come up with an answer, and I still don't know if it's right.
I'm gonna go with soulmate
Okay.
because I think I've already found my calling,
Yeah?
and I think we're doing it right now.
Yeah?
So I think podcasting is where I would love to make this a career.
Yeah. This would be a fun career.
If we could do this every day, 5 days, if I could just make us Joe Rogan already, people.
Yeah. Come on. Listen to us more. You got to be more like Victoria, and it was Steve, and I can't remember. Ricky, and
a few others.
Yeah, a lot of other people. You got to be like them and listen to us all the time. Listen to every episode. Dedication, yeah.
Steve's dedicated. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey, Katrina's.
Oh, he's into it?
Yeah, he listens to us all the time. I think he plays us at work, so.
Nice.
What's up, Mikey?
Giving Mikey a little call out.
Forgot.
Yeah.
All right.
I did the opposite. I said that I would rather find my calling.
Yeah?
Because, I don't know. I don't think I don't know what my calling is. I feel like podcasting is like you said, I feel like there's definitely something here. So this could be the calling. And I've tried jokes. I don't know if that's a calling or not. I don't know. There's a lot out there. I want to try everything, and I want to do everything, and I want to figure stuff out. And I feel like while trying to find your calling, you'll find your soulmate.
Yeah.
While you're just doing the stuff that you would do normally, you'll just go find somebody that's got the same interests as you, or you'll just reach out to somebody that you've haven't talked to in a while, and just reconnect and have a really good connection and find it that way. There's a lot of different ways of doing that, and I just feel like I don't know. I've taken a lesson from my uncle and aunt where they were just living their lives and they just found each other one day and it just clicked and they were there. And so I'm not really looking because they weren't looking at the time either, even for a relationship, and it just happened. And now they've been together for ever. So I feel like that's kind of what I want to do is I just want to live my life, and if something comes up, it comes up. You know what I mean?
Good answer.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Would you rather own a sauna or a hot tub?
Man, this is one of the hardest questions I think you've ever asked me, because these are the two things that I would love to own. If I were to buy two toys,
I feel like
these were the toys I would buy.
Have you been in a true sauna?
I don't think I've been in a true sauna.
With the wood stove?
Yeah. Well, I take that back. So the one I was actually telling you about earlier tonight when we were driving back from Duluth on the back roads, my buddy Tanner, his dad has a sauna, and it's the wood burning stove.
And you've been in it?
And I've been in it. So I have been in a true sauna. And it's amazing. It's a huge, I think he said it's like a $50,000 sauna. But that also includes the outside, because he's got a room right outside of it.
It's a built.
Yeah, it's built for
that's a true sauna.
Yeah, so it's a sauna.
That's the saunas that I grew up in.
Okay, that is what I would want if I get a sauna. Or a hot tub. I think that'd be really cool for a hot tub, and then have an awning so you can be outside too. But man,
see, the saunas I grew up in, there's a changing room, and then you go inside the sauna, and it's a separate building.
Yep. Oh, this is the same building though. Like the waiting room is built like in the same, like the sauna is like, say this room is the entire cabin, it'd be that corner is the sauna. But it's like the sauna is a big part of it. It's like half of the room.
So you change where you're in the sauna?
No. So
is there a door into the sauna?
There's a door into the sauna.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I said. There's a changing room, and then you go into the sauna.
Oh, well, the way you said it, me, it sounded like it was a separate building.
If this, like right now where we're at here, we're in the changing room right now, and then you go through that door
and be
going to the sauna.
That's exactly how it is, yes. And I think that if I were to get anything, that's what I would want. Mm-hmm. But man, I also love hot tubs. That's a toss-up. I could go either way on that.
Cool thing about saunas is the design for like those kind of saunas. There's so many different ways you can design it.
Like, what do you mean?
So the traditional way is you load the stove is usually off to one side. You can fill it up with wood from the inside.
Mm-hmm. I was just looking at the time.
No, we're fine.
We're good. It's still recording. Okay.
I thought something fell or something.
No.
You can bring it in through the changing room, and then you can load the wood in from the inside the sauna. You bring wood chips in and all that, it makes a mess sometimes. Other saunas I've seen, you can put the stove to where it's into the wall, and it's facing outwards, and you fill it with wood from the outside.
Okay.
I want to build one where you still got to fill it from the inside, but the stove is in the center of the room.
Okay.
So like where how we're
so
sitting
you're
right
actually in the sauna.
Yeah, but you fill it in. But I want it sunk into the ground.
Okay.
So when you walk in from the changing room, you're automatically at the top bench.
Oh, interesting. I see what you're saying.
Is the way I want to build mine.
That'd be kind of interesting.
So then underneath the bench, you fill it with wood. So then you don't
you always have the wood inside.
And then you make the bench removable.
But isn't the wood gonna, like, with the steam and everything? Or is it not? Oh no, those aren't steamy.
It could get wet. So that's what I haven't figured out yet.
Yeah.
But maybe I just don't do that.
Yeah. I like that. I like the concept.
I like where you're sitting on top of the stove.
Yeah, I like the concept. We just gotta think of that part of it.
Yeah. I think that would be really cool. So you're sitting on top of the stove and you're getting
I
feel like that would
blasted with heat.
Blasted with heat. I think it'd be really cool.
I like that answer too. Okay, would you rather lose your phone, keys, or wallet?
Well, wait. We never even answered yet.
Oh, I thought you said sauna.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said it's a toss-up for me. I would do, like, most likely the sauna because, like, if it's that kind of a sauna. But I also love hot tubs. Like I said, it's kind of a toss-up for me.
I'm taking a sauna.
Yeah.
I love the hot tub, but I couldn't live without a sauna.
Yeah.
So, all right, go ahead.
Okay, would you rather lose your phone, keys, or wallet? Do you want me to answer first?
Well, I got a question.
Yep.
If I lost my keys, where am I at?
It doesn't matter. Like it's just you have all of them on you, and all of a sudden one just disappears. You don't know what happened.
If I'm at home,
and you're not I'm just gonna say you're not gonna find it. It's just gone. You're not gonna find it.
If I'm at home, I'm gonna say my phone.
Okay.
Because it's gonna suck to pay to get a new phone and all that, but I have insurance and all that on it, and I won't lose anything because I have everything back saved.
Okay, on the cloud and stuff?
Yep. So I would say my phone if I'm at home.
Okay.
If I'm on vacation and away, No. If I'm at home, I would say car keys.
Why is that?
Because then I don't really have to. There's another car I could probably take or borrow
Okay.
or something like
Yep.
that, and I don't have that big of a deal. I can always call a locksmith to make me another key.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm on vacation, I want to lose my phone.
Okay. Because you're not going to use it anyways.
Yeah, I can. Well, I can always go to the store and get it.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck to have to pay for the whatever, but at least then, boom.
Yeah.
Where I know I can still call a locksmith for keys and all that,
Mm-hmm.
but then I got to sit around and I got to wait and
you're in an area that you don't necessarily know.
and I don't have another car or I don't have any other vehicles or I can't borrow any. I don't know anybody, so I can't borrow a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say if I'm all on vacation or something,
Okay.
it would be my phone.
I like
At
that.
At home, car keys, away, phone. I never want to lose my wallet.
I'm the opposite.
I have way too much stuff in my wallet.
Yeah.
I have company cards. I have everything in there.
Yeah. I went opposite. I did wallet because I feel like that's going to be the easiest thing to replace. Because I mean, I just have basically my credit cards, debit cards, and all that stuff. I can just go to the bank and have them print me another one, basically.
Yeah.
I can even do that electronically, just on the app. Just be like, hey, I need a new card. Cancel this stuff and do all the stuff that you need to do for all of this, and you're good. I'll reprint my insurance cards that I have in there. Usually don't have a ton of cash. I think the most cash I ever really have in there is like maybe $100, maybe just over $100.
Yeah.
And that's like when I have a lot of cash.
I don't ever carry cash in my wallet.
No?
Never.
Wow.
My grandpa always told me, cash goes in your front pocket, your wallet goes in the back pocket.
So that way if somebody does steal it, you don't lose any cash.
He goes, if you get pickpocketed ever on vacation, he says at least you always have some kind of a backup.
Yep.
If you get pickpocketed up front in the front pocket, you lose your cash. At least then you still have your credit cards and your debit cards or whatever, a way of buying something.
Yeah.
If you get pickpocketed in the back, at least you still have your cash in the front.
That's a smart idea. I like that. I might do that when I'm on vacation, but I don't think I'll do that in day-to-day stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so I feel like I'd be able to replace almost everything in my wallet easier than I would like a house key and car key and all this extra stuff that's on my keys. And my phone. I feel like most of my stuff is backed up on like the cloud and extra stuff, but I do have stuff actually saved on my phone.
All them dick pics, huh?
All of them. Every single one that I've sent to every person I've ever been with. And she knows who she is.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But yeah, that's why I went with wallet.
All right. I mean, I get it. All right. Would you rather have a finger cut off or cut off your toe?
I said toe. My question would be, do I get to choose which toe or finger?
No, because you're going to make it real easy with the pinky toe.
I mean, that's what I would do ideally.
Yeah. So let's go with big toe,
Okay.
index finger.
This finger, this toe.
I was going to go thumb, but that's too
Yeah.
that's
You know what?
that'd be a no-brainer.
If I had to do toe or index finger, I'm going to do index finger.
Big toe or index finger, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to do index finger over big toe because big toe is a huge part of your balance.
Yep.
So I don't want to lose my balance. My grandpa, he only has, like, he actually was in an accident, bandsaw accident, and he cut off his index finger, and he living a great life. Like,
Yep.
So, I mean, I think I can live a great life without an index finger, too.
I'm still going to go with toe.
Yeah?
Just because you can always hide a toe.
I don't care what people see. I
don't care if they see it either. I just don't want to have that conversation
every single time.
for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
What happened to your hand?
Da, da,
I was 16 years old. I got a cut.
Yeah. Just print a business card.
Yeah,
Here's
right.
what happened.
Like that's the way I'd feel. I'd get tired of having to tell the story.
Yeah.
I don't care that you can see it. I could care less whoever sees it. And then also my hand modeling would go out the window.
Yeah,
because that's a big career for me right now.
Really?
No.
I was like, I've seen your hand. I don't know.
There's so many scars.
I was kidding.
So,
But-
all right, that's the last one for Would You Rather.
I think that's the last one for our segments.
That time of the night already?
I think it's that time of the night.
What time of the night is that?
The time where we dedicate to a comedian.
Ooh, what are we going to do tonight?
Well, we've thought about this before. We have, I think, briefly mentioned his name, but he deserves a little bit more than a brief talking about. So we are going to talk about one of the guys that I think introduced me to comedy almost.
He was definitely one of the first comedians I've ever...
Yep, one of the first for me. The first was Brian Regan. I heard him first, and like I said, I've never turned back. But tonight we're going to talk about Jeff Foxworthy. Does anybody know who Jeff Foxworthy is?
Dude, he's one of the richest comedians of all time.
Yep, he made a lot of money doing comedy. He had his own TV show. He's the comedy tour itself, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, was insane. They traveled for a long time doing comedy, and it'd just be fun doing that with like your good friends like that. What are you wowing over there?
This dude's freaking career.
I know.
Holy moly.
Yeah, he's been around. He's done a lot. You see anything interesting you want to say?
So, all right, dude, I'm going to read this huge list off, if you don't mind.
Do it.
So, Filmography. He did 2003. He was in Blue Collar Comedy Tour, the movie.
Yep.
2005, Racing Stripes. 2005, Ron White, Jeff Foxworthy, Billingville, live from Las Vegas. 2006, Fox and the Hound 2. 2008, The Aviators. 2010, I Am Comics. 2011, The Smurfs. 2013, The Smurfs 2. 2013, Cracker Jack. 2013, Hatched. 2016, The Gate. 2016, Ozzy. 2017, Bunyan and Babe. Now you get to television. Wait till you listen to this list, because this is huge. 93, Jeff Foxworthy, Check Your Neck. 93, The Banner Time. 95, AJ and the Time Travelers. 95 through 97, the Jeff Foxworthy Show. He had his own show.
Yep.
96, Sybil. 96, Funniest Comedy Duos. 96, 23rd Annual AMA Awards. He was the host. 97, Larry Sanders Show. 97, the ESPY Awards. 98, Foxworthy Totally Committed. 2004, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour rides again. 2004 to 2006, Blue Collar TV. 2005, Reno 911. 2005, Extreme Makeover. 2005, Comedy Central Roast. 2005, CMT Music Awards. 2006, Blue Collar Comedy Tour, one for the road. 2007, American Idol. 2007 to 2015, he did Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yep.
2008, Larry the Cable Guy, Star-Studded Christmas Extravaganza. 2009, Comedy Central Roast of Larry the Cable Guy. 2009, Biography. 2010, Blue Collar Comedy Tour, 10 Years of Funny. 2011, Shark Tank. 2012, Phineas and Ferb. 2012, the American Bible Challenge. 2013, Bounty Hunter. 2013, the American Baking Competition. 2016, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry Caleb Guy, Where We've Been Thinking. 2018, Jay Leno's Garage. 2019, Biography. 2019, Bringing the Funny. 2020, Scooby-Doo and the Guess Who. And 2020, What's It Worth?
Wow. That's insane.
That's a nuts career.
Yeah, that's insane. I can't believe you read all of that.
And then he has another from 93 to 2012 of a writing credits where he was a writer on shows.
Wow, that's probably a really long list too.
And then he also has from 93 to 2016 producing credits where he was the producer of things.
So he's just always doing something.
Here's his accolades. I'll name the two things that he won. He won America's Comedy Award for funniest male stand-up comic of the year. 1990.
Dang. That was a great year. I was born that year.
He won in 1996 the People's Choice Award for favorite male performer in the new TV series. He tied it with Drew Carey.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good one to tie with.
For the Jeff Foxworthy Show.
Yeah. 96 was another good year.
Man. He won American Comedy Awards for funniest male stand-up comic of the year.
Wow.
It's pretty freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a cool award to win. This dude must just... How's he still married?
I don't know. He must find time outside of that.
He sounds like he works 24/7.
Well, I mean, he is 63 years old, so he's had time to get it all in.
Man. You want to look up his net worth?
Sure, I'll look up his net worth.
What do you think he's worth?
Man, if I were to guess...
I'm going to say at least 175 mil.
Well, it says right now that he's worth 100 mil.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
That's really good. That's about 100 mil more than me.
Wow. His albums?
Yeah.
He's got 3 albums that went platinum.
Really? Wow, what are they? Or doesn't it?
It doesn't say. I didn't read it. I'm sure it's in here somewhere, but it just says that he has 3 albums.
Wow. Yeah, he's one of the greats. I don't know why he hasn't come up more on this podcast, but he definitely deserves a dedication, and I feel like this is a good dedication.
I feel like he's somebody that a lot of comedians looked up to.
For sure. Especially, like, I don't know, for some reason, he's like one of the top comedians that I feel like people forget about because I don't know why. Because I forgot about him until...
He's clean.
I know. Well, that's probably part of it.
He's 100% clean, and still he's known for his...
You might be a redneck.
You might be a redneck.
Yep.
If you mow your lawn and find a car,
you might be a redneck. Yeah, he's got at least a half a dozen of those.
If your 2-year-old has more teeth than you do. If you get pulled over and the officer asks for your ID and you show him your belt buckle. One of my favorite bits by him was his taking his family to Hawaii.
Yeah?
That was my favorite.
I don't know if I remember that one.
We were in the hotel room and the cleaning lady made the mistake of leaving her cleaning cart out in the hallway. My family picked that thing clean. They were on that like a pack of wolves on a 3-legged cat. Later on, I asked my Uncle Bill, "What are you going to do with 180 shower caps?" "Christmas presents."
Oh, man.
It's a great bit.
Yeah.
We were the only ones that that got kicked out for having a peeing contest off the balcony, which I'm afraid to say my Aunt Rose won in the second round.
Oh man, if you haven't heard his stand-up, I would definitely recommend looking into him. Look into the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Look into anything that you just read off that list. Like,
Do you remember Redneck Christmas? 12 Days of Christmas?
oh yeah, yep.
That
I
was a
remember
great
that.
one too.
Yep.
He's probably one of the first comedians I think I ever listened to.
Yeah, that's what I think he was one of my first too. I've listened to Brian Regan, and then I think it was Blue Collar Comedy Tour shortly after that.
I don't even think I saw a Blue Collar before then. I think I went over to my cousin's house and stayed the night, and he had one of his CDs.
Okay.
And I'm like, what are you listening to? He goes, Jeff Foxworthy. I go, who? He's a comedian.
And you're just like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
You
I'm
listen
like,
to him
so
on a
let
CD?
me, yeah, comedy. Let me listen. And then I started hearing some of the redneck jokes, and I was like, oh, this is funny. I go, this is all this is? There's no music? He's like, yeah, this is all it is. I'm like, and I got into it. I'm like, we listened to his whole CD. We put it on repeat, and we listened to it all night while we slept.
That's awesome.
I want to say he was number one, and you know who number two was?
Do you remember?
Can't think of his name. Little Miss Tuffet sat on a coffin.
Oh,
Said, "What's in the bowl, bitch? Hey."
yeah. Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay. I think
Yep.
that. Yeah. He was. I think he was the second one I ever saw.
Yep. Man, yeah, he's still going at it. I saw that he was in town not too
He still
long ago.
rocks that same. I wonder what his material's like. I'd like to
Yeah.
go see him now. He was good back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, he was huge.
Yeah.
God, yeah, he's got.
Well, he has a unique voice for sure.
Man, he could really do Johnny Zuko from Grease.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did that one perfect.
I don't
He could
remember.
play John Travolta's part pretty
Yeah.
well.
I guess I don't remember that bit.
But yeah, Jeff Foxworthy.
Great comedian.
And so talented.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, after going through everything that I read off, that's ridiculous, all the things that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
And all the, different areas that he's touched.
Yeah.
From TV to albums to TV shows to acting to producing. It's nuts, is it not?
No, it's insane. Like, to have a career like that, you can only dream.
I'd say a freaking founding father almost. But I know he's not that old.
I was gonna say there's a lot of people that were before him, so I don't know about founding father, but I'd say he's definitely
I
up
want to
in
say
the,
that he's one that, by founding father, what I mean is I think he showed comedians that there's more than just comedy.
like,
Just stand up.
yeah,
You can take this stand up and you can go into venture and
yeah, other avenues.
Yep.
Yeah.
And still make your career as a comedian
Yeah.
and being funny on different platforms.
Mm-hmm. No, I could see that for sure. But yeah, he
Because Blue Collar Comedy Tour is
that's a movie, yeah.
That was one of the first comedy movies.
Yeah, for sure. No, I like that. I was gonna say he's definitely up in that GOAT category too, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But
So,
well, sweet. I think that was good.
absolutely. I guess that's it for this episode, huh?
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a great time.
I do have a shout out though.
What's your shout out?
One of my friends that I went to high school, or I didn't go to high school with her. I went to elementary and middle school with her.
Okay.
Back in Indiana. She just started a podcast.
Nice.
It's called The Bewitched Banter.
Bewitched Banter.
You can find it on almost all platforms like ours. It's Bewitched Banter with Amy and Krista.
Okay.
and they've got 2 episodes out right now, at least from when we've taped this one.
Okay, nice.
And they were both really good.
So which one do you know?
I know Amy.
Amy, okay.
So
Well,
very
Amy,
very good podcast. It's they talk about old witch cases.
Oh, nice.
In the first couple,
Like the Salem witch trials.
Salem witch trials and stuff like that, and then they're going to touch other things along those lines.
Yeah,
the spiritual world and stuff like that.
Yeah, you played me a little bit of the intro. It sounds really good.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good podcast. I think you guys would like it if you're into that kind of stuff, and they're well.
That's good.
They
Well,
speak well, and
I hope they're having as much fun as we are, because every time we have an episode, I have a lot of fun just talking. And
and you could tell that they're having fun doing it. And I've
good.
talked to her a few times. I'm like, isn't it fun?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it just a blast, just hanging out and talking?
Yep.
She goes, I've never had so much fun. It's a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish them the best of luck with their podcast, because I think they're gonna rock it.
Yeah. Good luck, girls. If you ever want a guest, let us know. If we would love to have you on ours.
Yeah,
love
absolutely.
to have you guys as guests.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if maybe we get them both on.
Especially now that we can make phone calls.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a full episode.
Yeah, just to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool just to talk to another podcaster.
Yep.
So, once again, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
You can always get us on www.thestupidestpodcast.com.
There you go. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.